Hi everyone, Catrice Jalbert here. I wanted to do a brief overview of the Roar Collaborative and what we're up to this month. So the Roar Collaborative is a business that I'm running that helps entrepreneurs or small business owners or people looking to improve their life from a personal or business perspective, whether you're an entrepreneur at a corporation or you're looking to start something on your own. I wanted to take my knowledge and my skill set from my years in corporate America, using books that have existed for some time, new books, things that are coming out that are, top sellers around building a business, or self-development, all those types of things. So as I worked in corporate America, I had a lot of access to a lot of these entrepreneur leadership books, which we read, but we really never did anything with them. And I felt like a lot of concepts in those books were really valuable, especially as you, as a person who is growing in a small business or entrepreneur mindset, need that constant learning and constant mindset shift so that you can continue to grow bigger and wider depending on what your business is. So I took all of the information and the skills that I've learned in corporate America reading these books that I really became familiar with and grew to love, and I am helping people understand them on the most simplest context, because a lot of them can be very heavy with theory and whatever their concepts are. Smart people like to use big words, and my job is to make those big words make sense to people who are also smart but just want to understand, like, what do I need to take away from this to make something happen for me. So in the book club, we've gone through a few different books like The Compound Effect, Atomic Habits, and now we're doing the 12-week year. There's a couple more in there, but my mom brain is failing me. So this month we are doing the 12-week year. So another thing about my book club, I know that we're all super busy. All of the books that I pick, I try to keep them under 250 pages, and they come with a workbook that simplifies the concepts for each section, or chapters, or depending on how it goes, so that you can read the book, listen to the book, reference the workbook, and then write out the things to make it actionable for you. The last few books, the workbook is something that you can print and reuse every time you have different goals. So the 12-week year, the concept is that people think normally in making a goal for the whole year, for all 12 months. But that does not have a lot of urgency behind it. And usually by the time we get to October, or when the holidays start hitting, we realize we didn't really execute on our goals. We go into panic mode, then we get kind of depressed about it, and we feel like a failure. So this concept of the 12-week year, which we're breaking down in our group this week and throughout March, is let's make your goal shorter and smaller, more actionable, if you will, into 12 weeks. So what can you do, or what would change for your business in the next 12 weeks if you knew at that deadline you had to accomplish a goal? And then how do we work backwards to make sure you're doing the things you need to do every day and every week to accomplish that goal? Because 12 weeks is a much more workable time frame usually, with that urgency than 12 months. So that's what we're doing in the book club. That is what I'm hoping to share with other people. I will post what the next book is. I believe it's The Slight Edge. I can double check though. Yes, The Slight Edge, in April, and then May we're going to do The Mountain Is You. June is a more fun one, You're a Badass at Making Money, and then July is The Psychology of Selling. So trying to hit a few different niches there with the types of books that we're going over. Some of them are personal development, some of them are finance, some of them are strategy. So this month is strategy, and I'm hoping that I can help the people who are involved really work through goal setting. And I plan to be their accountability partner throughout their 12 weeks. So we're not executing 12 weeks now. We're setting up the framework so that at the end of March, they can start, like March 30th, they can start week 1. And then by June, I think 19th is 12 weeks, you will have accomplished that goal. So that's what we're doing. That's my book club. I'm hoping to get it more evolved by June, actually. It's another one of my goals. so that I can ship you a box that has the book, the workbook, some goodies. It has the whole deal. So there's no need to go out and search for books or buy them online unless you want to read them, or sorry, listen to them. So that's how my business is hoping to evolve. And that's it. That's what ROAR is. Stands for Renew, Overcome, Achieve, Radiate, or Repeat. And that is what I'm hoping to help people do this year. Let me know if you have any questions.